Williams. They combined for 57 of the 114 total Thunder.
All things considered, halftime isn't really that long of an amount of time to regroup the way that you all did. What did you do to make the most of that and turn the tide there as you went into the second half?
Just understanding. Yeah, that's right. That's how we went into it and tried to approach it. Obviously, credit to them, they were making a lot of shots, but we weren't making them miss. So I thought we did a good job of just playing defense, kind of sticking with each other and knowing what has to get done. We were able to do that.
Shai, I want to ask you about Dub and Chet. They were both extremely impactful, but had very different kind of flows to their game. What did you notice from these two guys just in their third NBA season to be such critical forces for you tonight?
Like both Dub and Chet, like they're really good NBA players. They're the cream of the crop for sure. And we've seen that all season long, and that's why we're the team we are. So like tonight was just another night of them being themselves. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It wasn't anything I haven't seen before. They were just two really good basketball players that were doing their job on a night in Memphis. Now the stakes are a little bit higher, but to them they're just so level-headed, so poised. They're ready for the moment and took advantage of it.
Dub, I know it's only been 3 games, but how valuable has the series been for you as a player, and what do you feel like you've done with the opportunity?
How's the series going?
How valuable has the series been for you as a player?
It's good. It's just kind of get to see what your work throughout the season looks like. And this is like obviously key moments where every possession matters. I try and just remember that, relish in the moment, not like look too far ahead or try not to look too far ahead and just I'm not locked in. That's all I got. There you go. That's my answer.
And before this, only 2 teams have ever pulled off a comeback of 29 or more. What does that feel like as it's happening?
Okay. I mean, it sucks in the moment, but I think just like I said before, like it's definitely something doable, especially with our group. Just try and play the right way and stick to it. It's very like in the moment, it sucks. It's not something that we want to make a habit of, but we also have extreme confidence in how we can play to kind of turn the tide, and we're able to do that.
Anybody else? Michael Martin.
Michael Martin, Let's Talk Thunder. Shai, Joel mentioned it, but just 29 points, second largest comeback playoff history. Not a lot of people have been in situations like this. You were involved in the biggest playoff comeback in NBA history in your rookie season with the Clippers. Was there anything, did you remember that sort of around halftime? And then Mark mentioned many times about sort of you guys reconnecting as a group. When did you feel like that sort of happened?
I completely forgot about that. So no, it didn't cross my mind. But
That is great.
we just knew like the only way we were gonna give ourselves a chance was like sticking together, getting stops, playing fast, and just like plugging away at it, possession by possession. Like we know how they built a 29-point lead in the half, so we knew like all we had to do was build our own 29-point lead. You know what I mean? So like if they can build it, we can erase it, and that's how we see it. That's what we did. We just had to plug away at it. Now, like Jalen said, it sucks in the moment, but like you can't pout, you can't get caught in your feelings because then it just gets bigger and bigger. And you don't have to give yourself a chance. So that's all we were focused on, just trying to plug away at it. And,
Chet, the resilience tonight, what stood out to you as the game progressed, as you guys left the locker room at halftime, just those little moments that led to what you were able to accomplish tonight?
First of all, credit to Mark for sticking with me. Changed the trajectory of the game, trusted me, and calling a play for me to bomb 1 out of half. After that shitstorm that I put up in the first half, so credit to him on that. And then once I saw one go in, I kind of felt good, and then as a team we controlled what we could control, and we were able to pull it away.
You've been alongside Dub for this whole journey over the last 3 years. What did you notice from him in the first half, and just how controlled and poised he was on both ends of the floor?
Oh yeah, I mean, we always know what we're gonna get from him on both ends. Obviously, the game wasn't going our way for a good chunk of that first half, and he stayed poised, stayed controlled, and he was really creating at a point in the game where we didn't have any flow, any rhythm, and we really need that.
Chet, I don't know that a lot of players usually get at you in game, but it felt like in the heat of competition, Jod said something to you. At least it looked like. Can you tell me about that exchange, and did that spark anything in you emotionally?
He didn't say anything. He had a breakaway dunk, and then he was kind of yelling, which we all do, and then he kind of like turned, and like he had space to avoid me, but I don't think he even tried to, and all I said was don't do that, and I wouldn't say it was anything more than that. It's kind of just what it was.
And then you mentioned it, Mark, what do you feel like you did with the opportunity, and what change has to have?
I started going in, so.
Mark said he thought you guys reconnected to who you are in the second half. What does that mean to you?
It means being who we've been all year. Trusting each other, trusting that what we've worked on all year is our best option to go to, and that's playing together and trusting that the next man is going to make the right play, whether it's on offense or defense. When you make that extra pass, you trust that that person's going to make the shot, make the right read on the drive, make the extra pass themselves. And then on defense, it's the same thing. Doing your job, trusting that whoever's behind you is going to be in the right spot at the right time to have your back. So, I feel like we had good stretches in the first half of doing that, and not saying anybody wasn't trusting each other out there. It's just in the second half we really got back to that.
They had more turnovers than buckets in the second half. When you see that, what do you think?
I think Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace, Dort, Jay Williams, Shai.
Yeah, Chet, speaking of Alex, he hit you with that driving kick three late in the last 3 minutes, and then he had some monster defensive plays on the end. What did you see from him in terms of his impact down the stretch?
That is a winner. If you're going to Lifetime, that's that dude you pick first. You love playing with people like that. They're going to make all the right plays, all the winning plays. They're going to have your back, like I said, and that's what AC does. He showed it long before he even got here with us. But that's nothing, it doesn't surprise us. We see that every night from him.
Michael Martin, let's talk Thunder. Chet, staying with AC, what is it about his game? Because he was a really valuable piece for you guys during the regular season, but it seems like his game really lends itself towards the playoffs. What is it about his game that really rises to the occasion in situations like this?
I don't know. He's such a smart player. And when you're really smart, you know where to be, when to be there, and how to make a play. And then you're not afraid to stick your nose in there and take a shot or two, guard bigger guys, take a bump, get on the ground, scrape your knees up. It allows you to make plays without hesitating. And, if you hesitate, you're too late for the play. And in this league, it's a game of inches, so, you got to be there early. Actually be there right on time to make a play, and that's what he does every time. Some people just have it, some people don't. I don't know if you call it a skill or not, but AC got it.
Anybody else? Thank you, Chet.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what Only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis